Hi guys, this is a quick overview of the ServiceTracker Customer Portal. If you want a customer portal within your business, then we look to build one with you. We can customize it, we can change the colors, the branding, the content, but we tend to work with you to create something that's kind of unique to your business. You could use the standard ServiceTracker Customer Portal, which has got a few features on it which you might like. But ultimately, you want to make it your own, just like your company website, for example. So have all of your colors, your branding, the content that you've built up over time. Make sure you add that into your portal. We use something called the Experience Builder, and this allows us to change things like the theme, the colors, the imagery, fonts, what we see on the page. So in terms of the components that go into the actual item, you can look at the headers. So if I go to the home page, for example, we can look at drag and dropping things into the page. And it's very straightforward. You've got things like rich context or content, so you can just type in things. You've got drag and drop menus. You've got search features, profile features, buttons and actions, lists, and we just drag them into the page. We can teach you how to do this yourselves, of course. Once you've built your portal and you've decided on the icons and the imagery and all of the colors and logos that you're going to be using, then you can publish your portal, and then that will give your users somewhere to log in. We recommend you also add this to your website, so just put a link on there, log into our customer portal, something along those lines. And then each of your users then will have a unique email and a password. This is on a different tutorial, how to manage customer portal users, so we won't go into that in too much depth today. But once they've logged in, they can then get into the customer portal. Now, me logged into this customer portal, I can see everything, but your customers will only see records that they've been given access to. This is an example portal, so it doesn't have to look like this. As I said, you've got the Experience Builder to kind of drag and drop things and move things around very easily. But some of the core elements that you'd expect to see in a portal, things like your company documentation, certificates, environmental waste kind of licenses, insurance, things like that. The site documents, so we'd expect to see the method statements, cost sheets, site plans, anything relevant to the particular site that you're logged into. Service reports will show you everything that's happened, so these are your treatment reports which get completed by your technicians. Your control points will give you a list of all of the control points on site where you can access things like trending, history, maybe photographs of things which have happened on site, and definitely some of the prep or the baits that have been used while you're on site. You've also got your actions and recommendations list, which as a technician I would go out, or a field biologist, and basically create actions and recommendations for my customers. You want them to see them in a nice portal and be able to update them and ultimately close them down as well. So I'd expect to see that in a standard portal. And then when we go into some of the food sites and maybe the BRC sites, you're looking at trend reporting then, so what's happened over time, how are my glue boards looking, my EFKs, things like that. On this portal, I've just created a few other different elements, so I've got some quick actions. So I'm going to allow my customers to email me directly from my portal page. And we can just pop in a subject and an email, and then boom, off it goes. You could get your users to create new callouts, which allows them to then just create a new task for somebody to go and do, or a pest sighting, some people call this. I've got at a glance all the visits completed this week, which gives me quick access into the visits and visits that are planned in for this week. I've then, over on the left hand side, got my actions list, so these are my important actions that need closing, and they've all got these ratings as well, so you can see high, medium or low. Again, it's entirely up to you what you put on your page, but some of the standard things you'd expect to see to give your customers easy access to records. So clicking into company documents, we can just go through a list of all of the different documents on site. Very straightforward. Click view, off you go. You can see the documents. Site documents, we can then divvy these up by show me everything and allow me to search, for example. Or you could use the drop downs and say, I want to see my site plans, or I want to see visit reports. And again, use the search just to kind of hone in on, let's say, call out records. There you go. And I could just click view, and that takes me straight to the service report, which I can then view. And of course, if I've got an auditor with me, they can view the details of what happened on any given day just by looking at the service reports. I can go straight to the service reports and give myself more information again. So when did the technician arrive? When did they finish? What's the status of the visit? What happened on that particular visit? And I can click into the record itself and just give myself more information. So what inspections were carried out when I was on site? What prep was used when they were on site? Did they take any photos? Are there any quotes or analysis related to this particular visit? So you can drill down into the data if you really wanted to and find out more about what happened on that particular site. I can look at individual control points. So I can say show me everything that I've got on my site, or you can use this list to kind of pick a specific site if you wanted to, and of course the search feature. And then you can go in and you can click into particular items. So let's grab an EFK unit. We can then open that unit up. We can see, okay, this is a past unit. It's an EFK that gets inspected monthly. It hasn't had any inspections yet. There's no thresholds or inspection parameters set on it, but of course you could set these up. And then you can just look through and see if there's any charts or any graphs of trend analysis, barcode information, things like that. And again, with everything in ServiceTracker, you can customize these screens and make them as small or as big, or more information than you want to give the customer. You can take things away, entirely up to you. That's your control points. Actions and recommendations, you can click on that, and again you've got that same kind of RAG rating over on the right hand side. You've got the action itself and the date that it needs to be complete. And then as a customer, I would come in, I would look and click into my action, have a read through, see if there's any photos or if there's any files attached to it, and then I would then look to complete this action. And your customers then can manage all of the actions that are being set by the technicians by literally just going in. You can either do it over on the main menu or here, by going in and just running through the list. Okay, well there's another one that's outstanding, click into it, have a read through, are there any photos, complete the action. If you're not ready to close the action, you can also put some activities on it. So what are you doing to get to the stage where this can be completed? So as a customer, I could log in and put in some attachments, or maybe put a new task on, or just give it some notes to say what happened or what I'm currently doing to close this action down. I can also reassign these things. You could turn this off or on. So I'm going to reassign this action to somebody else. So I can put somebody else within my team or somebody else within my customer's team. I can also change the priority, and I can update the action. So this gives your customers the power to raise their own actions, complete their own actions, and the responsibility is firmly pushed back on your customers then to make sure they close down these recommendations and actions. On the trend reporting side, you could go absolutely to town on these things. The reports that are generated by ServiceTracker are entirely customizable. This is just an example of one of the trend analysis reports that we've got, where you can see the inspection detail, where are the items, what was found on site and when. So over time you can see these charts then kind of start to dip and kind of look at all of the pests that have been found within a particular item. And then you can see, the trend in what's going on. You can drill into these things if you really wanted to. You can click into individual items to access them. You can click on the key. You can do a lot of things just with the trend analysis. This is just an EFK one. You could do rodent trends, you could do insect trends, moth trends, entirely up to you. The reporting that is built into the system can be shared with your customers. And as a customer, I can log in and I can say, well, I don't want to see the chart, I just want to see the data. I can say I want to export this, so I want to put it into an Excel file. I can change the report type. So I could come over here and I say I want to see that in a bar chart or a stacked column or a donut or a funnel. I can also change the filters as a customer as well. So I could come into the filters section and I could say, well, I'm only really interested in a particular type of pest. So show me the blowflies. Then that only shows me the blowflies over time. I could see everything. I can even give my customers the power to create their own filters, but then that kind of opens up more training, and you need to be careful of what people are doing and who's creating which reports. But as a standard, just changing the charts and the filters that you've already created, that allows your customers to then view and drill into data really quickly. You do have at the top a search feature, so you could search for a particular visit, by a particular date, by a particular product, whatever you want, and you can give your customers the ability to search the entire kind of database of their information to find specific records. And then you do have the menu, which is the same as this one here, but you can just quickly access particular items then if you really wanted to. You can, of course, if you were looking at the experience builder, you could build in other things into the portal. So you could go to town with HTML if you know that kind of code, just the same that you develop websites with. You could put things like recommendations, carousels to make your customer portal more of a selling tool. So promotion of the week, things like that. You could do things like language selectors if you wanted to kind of spread this out over different kind of regions. And lots and lots of options then for you to kind of build into your portals, drag and drop. Recommendations carousels are really good. They allow you to kind of resell things and basically advertise what's going on within the company. These quick actions are always good. Gives your customers the ability to communicate back and forth with you. You could have a live chat feed if you wanted to. Go to town with it. We will help you, we will train you, or we will do it for you, but you can go basically and redevelop the whole thing. It's entirely up to you. So if you need more information on this, just either give us a call on 033 022 31022 or email our support team, support@servicetracker.uk.com.